Had a conversation with my son the other day. He'd had a tough day. He'd been at a rugby camp in the day, had a game of football in the evening, and afterwards he said, "Daddy, I don't think I need to do any more running tomorrow because my legs might wear out." And it made me think, actually that might be, there's some common sense in that, as much as it might be quite a funny thing to say. And I think a lot of people do think about their bodies like they have a shelf life. And I've got a muddy old trainer that I wore to a music festival last year and it's filthy. But I think that we do naturally think about our joints, perhaps, in the same way as we think about our trainers. Like the more we wear them, the more they're going to wear down, all right? And eventually we're going to have to replace them, okay? But that's not the way that actually happens, okay? So what we do know is that if we don't use them enough, or if we use them too much, that can have a detrimental effect on the equivalent of this, all right? So if we think about it as our cartilage in our knees or our ankles, there's a Goldilocks porridge kind of happy medium, which means that actually we don't wear down our cartilage and we will be able to maintain that joint kind of integrity into our later years, all right? So if you have been thinking about, I don't know, taking up running and you just want to do a little bit because you're worried about the fact that, oh, my knees are going to wear out or my back's going to break down because I'm doing too much running. And I've heard many people say this to me before, and it's a bit of a misconception. That's not the way to think about it, okay? There is an optimal amount of loading that it will be perfect for your joints. We can overdo it, and that can have a detrimental effect, but most of the time people aren't overdoing it and they will underdo it to the point where that is detrimental. So try and think about things like that.